Yeah. Okay, the song's over now. Uh, Hopefully the sound's better here. We'll find out in just a second. I think it's messed up again. That's perfect. That's just what I was hoping for. Yeah, it's screwed up again. I had it fixed. It's not fixed anymore. It's been a wonderful day. Computer crashes galore. Thank you, Discord. Appreciate it. SG Fanboy is here. He's wondering if this is the Tom Gully. Oh, God, yes. Who else would sign up for this? Yeah, it's all messed up again. Okay, maybe I can fix it. Oh, I can fix it. Okay, there we go. It's not really fixed, but it's better. Actually, it's not any better. This has been a wonderful day. Having a good time. Hope you're having a good time. I've got a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show for you today about a comedian who died on stage. And it's mirroring my own life here currently. Oh, one person watching. Well, I think in some ways that's good. Actually, it has to be, because who wants to see this? I wouldn't watch it. But I am going to tell you about a comedian that died on stage just as soon as I can get my. Well, that's not going to fix it either. All right, let me see here. That's great. That's just wonderful. That's good times. We'll turn that on and see if anything happens, but I doubt that it will. Oh, maybe I heard a little pop there. Anyway, this is as good as the sound's going to get, kids, for today's extravaganza. I actually have some cool visuals that I will show you now. And if they load properly. So how's your day going? Mine's going great. Hey, this is probably a bad time to bring it up. Like a really bad time to oh, you piece of junk. A really bad time to bring it up. However, you can get merchandise at the top. Oh, I know something I can show you while I'm trying to get this computer to work. Oh, yeah, I forgot to do some things. While I'm trying to get this computer to work, let me see if I can even open up this piece of software here. While I'm trying to make this all happen for you, the viewer, I do have something to show you along the lines of Stuttering John. Now, yesterday, we talked about the fact that I might just be faking it, that I graduated from a major university. However, right here, you can see the leather-bound leather thing for my, my fabulous college diploma, which I don't think John can show. And so here it is. Whoops. Let me see if I can make this work properly with the green screen. Okay, now I've completely disappeared. Let me see. Maybe if I get back further, maybe back in here. Well, this is kind of close. It's going to be about as good as we can get. Anyway, there we go. I did graduate from college. There we go. It's a seal of Ball State University. I know some of you say you could get that at a novelty store. Well, maybe. And some of you will say, well, Ball State's not that far away from being a novelty store, and I would agree with you. I really would. However, I'd have to go to a lot of trouble to make that happen. And as you can probably tell, I'm not really capable of making that happen. What did I do with that thing? It's got to be on my desktop. Because I think I want to show that first since Bog's here. I think I want to show that first. Is this it? Let me see. If I didn't download that thing that Bog showed me earlier today, I guess I could show it tomorrow. But it'll make you laugh and laugh. And no, apparently I didn't. Where in the high holy hell is that? I thought for sure I downloaded it. Maybe I downloaded it on Discord. Therefore, it will suck forever. But I don't seem to have it here. Oh, for the love of poop. Anyway, I'll go ahead and open this thing that I can. And then tomorrow, I guess I'll show you the funny thing. I will try to have this, because when you see it, you're going to die laughing. You're going to die laughing. I swear to God. You're going to poop yourself laughing. Let's see here. SG Fanboy says shower curtains. You can't have enough shower curtains. And he also says, and I just said, I believed you. Well, good. Somebody at least is in my corner. SG Fanboy, thank you so much. Thank you. Is this thing going to open ever? I tell you what, my computer is so slow right now. Bog's in the room. He'll tell me whether my microphone sounds okay. This last couple days with this computer. And here's the thing. I got up this morning. This thing was running like lightning. And then I made the mistake of going on Discord. And it has been bad ever since. Bad. Dirty bad. You know, like that one girl in high school. Dirty bad. I did watch the Blunder Years today. And I thought, and I'm just vamping here, but I was going to do this at the end of the show. I'll do it at the beginning of the show. I thought I would go down the list of Dabbleverse shows. And Hugh says, sounds fine, Tom. He says, SG Fanboy does, the potato hacked it. I don't know if the potato could hack it. I don't know why he would hack it. I don't know. Some of the puppet character, you know, they're funny people. I can't deny that, but I just don't know if I trust them or not. And I don't say that for any other reason than it's just, I don't know. They sort of approach me warily anyway, and a little bit dismissively, which, I mean, I got it coming. You know, I can't be mad at them for that. But anyway, Huge Reaction says, maybe a faulty Google Chrome. I'm beginning to suspect that's what it is. Because Google Chrome just had a big update the other day. I don't know. I've been looking into it, and it's clearly beyond my abilities. But I've been thinking quite a bit about the Dabbleverse. And I thought, okay, let's go down the list of shows. Now, for me, the kingpins are at the Shuli Network. And there's two shows there. One's with Zenhauser, one without. Zen's awesome. I'd love it if he was on both shows, but hey, we can't have everything we want, obviously, or this computer would be running properly. However, those guys are just funny on funny. So if you take the fact that they're incredible at what they do, you know, they're funny, in other words, and then you sandwich that with, and I'm talking about the Blunder Years right now, you sandwich that with the fact that, you know, they're good at what they do, and then the stuff they're covering is funny. You know, Anthony Cumia and is it Cumia or Cumia? I never know. And Artie Lang making fun of Stuttering John. How can you not watch that show? Because, you know, the thing that they're criticizing, analyzing, covering is, you know, amazingly funny. And they're amazing. It's like a comedy sandwich. It's like a sandwich. And so there's that. The Rico Show, please. It's funny every day. The BS Show, funny every day. And the great part is that I have not seen any shows that have followers that do as much amazing content as the followers of that show. I mean, I just haven't. So there's all that. Oh, this is just so slow. It's so slow. Then you've got, who are these podcasts? And they don't always, oh, that's lovely. That's attractive. That's what everybody wants when they're doing a show right there. Just a lock up tab. I'm just trying to open a tab. I'm not talking about a 1-calorie cola here. I'm talking a computer browser tab. That's all. Okay, and now we have no video. That's fabulous. I'm closing that tab. I'm not even going to try. We'll show the funny Frankenstein. Sorry, I'm not going to blow it. We'll show the funny thing tomorrow. That'll be on tomorrow's program. And, you know, I'm not trying to open any mail. I'm not doing anything like that. There are going to be no callers on this show today. I think I did get the one visual that I need, though. So we'll put that up. Boy, will that be great. And who are these podcasts? Is a funny show. I ain't going to say it's not. However, a little catty sometimes, I think. And that file I exported isn't in here. So, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. I can get that picture. I did do something smart today. Sorry. Boy, when you see this picture, I'm telling you what, you are gonna really like it. Let's see if I can get in here one more time and see if that photo I just converted is in here. And it's not. Great. Great. Oh, there it is. Boom. Just appeared. Man, this is slow. I'm telling you. Let's see. I think the recent Chinese attack on U.S. force providers to cut back on bandwidth. It's not a bandwidth thing. It's before I even got online. This was slow. And so that's what we're going to say. Okay, this is the guy we're going to be talking about today. British comedian Tommy Cooper. In a second. Please tell me I did this properly. Please tell me. I didn't, but I can fix it. I can fix it. I can make this happen. I will conquer this. It cannot conquer me. And here's the thing about who are these podcasts. And this is the thing. Carl keeps saying is this the Tom Gully? Look, I don't mind that. I just want to make it clear to him, and I have no means of communication to speak to him, and I'm sure he's not interested in speaking to me. I didn't start that. I don't mind when people do it. It doesn't bother me, but I just want it known. I did not start that. Phil Elmore accidentally started that. That's according to Phil Elmore. Okay, here's the funny thing that this guy Bog created, who's a great guy, by the way. And this is the kind of thing, oh God, I clicked the wrong thing. That is going to send me into just a world of lockups and awfulness. And yeah, that's great. I love it when people create things like this. There's actually, the Pod Awful cult has made many Frankenstein-like things, but this is the best one. And I can't really deny, oh God, why does it lock up when I've got stupid face? Why can't it have one of my legendary Burt Reynolds-like poses? Your browser's lost connection to your That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to get this. I swear to God, this is going to pay off really well. This is going to be the best thing that's ever happened to me. Now, look at this. Look at this here in a second. Bam. Huh? Now, look at that. Now, who is that? Now I feel like Shuley Network caliber programming. Look at that. That's me. That is me right there. Frankenstein. All right. James Moore, thank you. I'll look forward to your call. We're taking no calls today. I don't even want to think about opening up. Well, all I have to do is open up one application. Let's try, shall we? Now, in order for me to try this, I'm going to have to make a face that I will keep in. Man, it's going to take a long time to get Skype to open, though. All right. Okay. vote in the room. If you want me to try, put a 1 in the room. If you don't want me to try, put a 2 in the room. So that's my only thing about Who Are These Podcasts. They do a great job, and they have a variety of shows, all of them very entertaining, all of them very funny. It's difficult for me sometimes to listen to Who Are These Podcasts because they are longer shows, but they're amazing. They're amazing. Okay, we've got a tie this day. Is that the Tom Gully? Yeah, I know. That and the Tom Gully's Dabbleverse. Both of those things make me look like such a tool. And I'm not saying I'm not a tool, okay? I'm not running away from that, but not for those two reasons. Why is it that I'm so OCD that it's like, I just want to say to people, have you not noticed the 90,000 actual things to make fun of me about? Just lay off the ones that aren't, but see, those are the ones that bug you, so those are the ones they're going to use. Let's see here. What was I about to do? Oh, I better go back to Tommy Cooper. That, of course, is not me, unless, of course, Bog AIs my face into Tommy Cooper. Let's go back to that other one. Look at that. I love that. Let me take my glasses off for a second so that you can really, all right, whatever. So then there's El Horrible's show, which I like. It's long. It's good when there's content, especially good when they're at war with someone. And Tuki's show, same deal there. Tuki makes me laugh really hard sometimes, but Tuki also makes me sometimes go, man, kind of a jerk. But I think that's part of the shtick. So, okay. And then there's Phil Elmore, who is, somebody called him the William F. Buckley of the Dabbleverse. I think that's appropriate. I think that's very appropriate. Incidentally, just for those of you watching, you're going to get to see a guy die, not only on stage, but on live television, if indeed my computer will play it. Just a little later. Just hold on. I want to give the crowd what they want, which is blood. Everybody wants blood. Let's see here. No way. The Tom Gully was a great comment when Phil made it. I guess somebody made it. I don't know. Wasn't me. It wasn't me. I think technically what's happening here is my computer is trying to recategorize its entire library because I zapped the pram when I started having problems, which is probably the right thing to do, but not if you're doing a show a couple hours later. Let's see. I got that there. I got this here. What do I want to do next? I think I've covered the Dabbleverse relatively well. I don't know what your favorite shows are. I like them all. I have to say, however, this is not going to be a popular opinion. I am beginning to get burnout personally on making fun of Stuttering John. I feel like a little bit it's a road I've been down before. That's, I think, why I like Shuli and those guys the best, because they're funny independent of that. I think they're funny no matter what they talk about. So there's humor there. That's the subject matter is such as Stuttering John and all the things he does, and we all know what those are. But some of the other shows, it's like, okay, yeah, I've been down this road a little bit. But who cares what I think? I don't even care what I think 90% of the time. So anyway, let me tell you, whoops, better put his picture up. Let me tell you about the story of Tommy Cooper, the comedian who literally died on stage. Tommy Cooper was a Welshman who excelled in comedy in the forms of prop comedy and magic, which is bigger in England than it is here. His hilarious antics in magic usually failed spectacularly and thus comedy. When he left school, he became a shipwright. I don't know what that is. It's somebody that works on ships and building them. And then after 7 years in the British Army as a trooper in the Royal Horse Guards, which he ostensibly did to avoid working in the coal mines. He started performing magic while he was in the service, while a member of General Montgomery's Desert Rats. That trademark fez hat there that you see was the result of reaching for his pith helmet that he wore during comedy acts, and it wasn't nearby, so a waiter loaned him the fez, and it got such a huge, hilarious response, he kept it as a standard throughout the rest of his career, which actually lasted nearly 50 years. He was immensely popular, and he rose to spectacular, and I'm talking spectacular fame in Europe on shows for London Weekend Television and Thames Television, which many Americans call Thames Television. By the late 70s, though, Tommy Cooper was really putting away the booze in huge amounts. And that meant he was unreliable. And so his own programs featuring him completely dried up. And he was really only appearing on television as a guest or a feature in other people's shows. Incidentally, he also smoked cigars, a lot of cigars, like up to 40 cigars per day. And he drank a lot. As in like a lot per day. Well, then came April 15th, 1984, when he was performing it live. It was a TV show in front of millions and millions of people. A TV called Live from Her Majesty's, and that was from Her Majesty's Theater in Westminster. It's not the same as the Royal Albert Hall, which I think technically is the chief theater for royal performances, but this one was for television, and it was a big deal because it was Her Majesty's Theater. It just happened to be in Westminster. So with that being said, I'm going to try to do something here, which is going to make us all laugh and laugh. And that is, I'm going to try to share a screen with you and see if I can close my mouth so that I don't get weird face, so that I can get this shown to you. So I'm going to share it. And there we are. I don't know if it's on your screen. Let me check that real quickly. It is. Voila. It's weird how this works better on somebody's screen. So this is Tommy Cooper. He's performing live on stage, and his assistant's there. She is putting on that robe that he's wearing. Okay. I believe you'll be able to hear the sound on this, and I'll talk over it, of course, to make it transformative. However, the eerie thing about this is this man has a tremendous heart attack and dies right in front of me, and people are laughing because they think it's part of the act. So with that being said, I think I might try and make this screen large for you. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. Here we go. Tommy Cooper dying on television. Now, this continues until somebody realizes it's not him. There you go. There is the legendary Tommy Cooper, and long may he rest in peace. But can you think of the bitter irony of a comedian dying, and he needs help, and people are laughing? He's literally, it's pretty weird. The thing that you don't see there is that there were two acts that followed him. And while they were following him, he was actually still like a foot behind that curtain. And they were trying to, administer emergency medicine to him, anything they could do. He was pronounced dead on arrival when he arrived at Westminster Hospital. But they were back there trying to save his life as two additional acts went ahead and performed. That's showbiz, kids. Conclusion, the next time you say that comic died on stage, what the heck? I got to close this tab here real quick. That'll only take a half an hour. Oh, come on. Can one thing go right? Oh, this is another person that actually died on a TV show. We won't watch Rita Jitendra die on TV. I think one per show is enough. Maybe we'll do a show on her later one day. Let's see here. Hey, Positive Patriots here. That's pretty awesome. Good to see you, Paz. James Moore said, this show format of a deep dive into interesting topics is far more interesting than another Stuttering John show. Well, I hope so. That's the hope. Positive Patriot says, sounds like a Princess Diana situation. Kind of, except this was like, those of you who remember the Ed Sullivan show, it was a show like that, or the Carol Burnett show, only it was live. And so, you know, he died in front of millions and millions and millions of people. Now, they didn't mention it on the show, but it was announced the next morning on their version of, I think they call it the breakfast show or something over there. It was on all of those shows first thing the next morning. SG Fanboy says, hell of a bit. Yeah. Positive Paper says, looks like he got the last laugh. James Moore says, because British humor is what it is, they would have laughed at that all night. Karen Garvey is here. Says, amen, James Moore. Good to see Karen Garvey. Always like to see her here on the program. Let's just go ahead. I'm going to try to open Skype in case anybody wants to call in. A little bit of a forlorn effort. Now, I got to put my face in a position because this is going to freeze me up on this dumb computer, which hasn't cooperated all day. I was hoping to make it till the weekend so that I could really dig deep into this and get it fixed. I'm pretty sure I've got a corrupted file from Discord or the Google Chrome update. But okay, here we go. Any second now, I'm going to freeze. Hopefully you'll be able to hear my voice. And, you know, that's what we're going to do. Okay, there we are. Skype's trying to open. Well, maybe it's not going to be so bad. He said... but that's it. That's the story of Tommy Cooper and his death on stage. I think that's two stories this week where I've showed you video of somebody meeting their maker. But Tommy Cooper's is like legendary in England because he was super famous. And, you know, everybody saw it. They didn't have as many channels back then. Many times I talk to people my age. Many of you had probably seen David Bowie. And by the way, that is a show we're going to do a little bit closer to Christmas, is the story of David Bowie singing with Bing Crosby. And people my age, most of us saw that live. And the reasons are twofold. There weren't as many channels, okay? And Bing Crosby's Christmas specials were a must-see back then. Added to the fact, Bing Crosby had died on a golf course like in August of that year. So we all knew this was going to be Bing's last Christmas special. And so most people saw that live. James Moore, I will let you know just as soon as that opens. It's still trying to open. And, you know, it's been one of those afternoons. Got up this morning. Things were working like lightning. James Moore, you can call in, I would say, in about 60 seconds. It's open right now. I just want to give it a second, the way things are working today. I have another computer. In fact, you'll be interested to know that I actually was about to do this show live from my phone. You can't really see it, but that was what I was preparing to do as we approached. And until I get that call, he says, rad. Man, it's rad. I just like to remind those people who may have just showed up that, yes, I did graduate from Ball State University. You can see the diploma. Okay, I had it there. Okay, hold on. You can actually, is it back here that's better? Is it up here that's there? There, you can kind of make it up. Let me get it over here. There we go. There we go. Actually did graduate. John, if you graduated, you have one of these. Show it. I know you can Photoshop it. Okay, here we go. James is calling in. Let's see if we can make this happen. Come on, make the noise. Come on, incoming call. I'll just try it. There we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Be good to me, Daddy. Come on. Oh, dang, doggity. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, James. I got a 0 up here. I know we're connected. You the man, James.
Is this the Tom Gully?
Could you repeat that? I think I talked over you.
Is this the Tom Gully of the Tom Gully Show?
Yeah, it is, man. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, I love that is this the Tom Gully was just such a great bit that, like, Phil started it, and I think Carl from WATP did it a couple of times, and it was such a great bit.
Yeah.
So anytime anybody says it, I appreciate it.
Well, Carl does it all the time, but I do like the ironic nature of it. Is this the Jim Schmickengrass?
Right.
Is this the completely unknown person? Yeah, it is pretty funny. How you doing tonight, James?
Pretty good. Not bad at all.
Your voice sounds very familiar to me.
That is the first time that anybody's ever told me that.
Yeah. Are you from the Long Island area?
I mean, I'm from New Jersey, New York.
I got
so
you.
I guess.
That's probably what it is. That's pretty what it is. I got a friend whose voice sounds almost identical to yours. But anyway, well, what's your favorite Dabbleverse show? I mean, other than this one, which isn't really even a Dabbleverse show, I don't think.
I get. Would WATP count?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I like that it's not just John, right? Like I was watching that show long before I was, before really any of this stuff, kind of before it became what it is.
Yeah. What's your daily?
Like the variety that they talk about.
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of different kinds of shows, and they do shows on different people. But what's your daily Dabbleverse diet?
I'm usually in for Rico. Yeah, but I'll do Rico most every day.
I got you. What's your favorite part of the Dabbleverse? Like, is it making fun of Stuttering John? Is there a particular topic that you like?
I think it's watching the controlled demolition.
Yeah. Some people like the finger. Other people like the cockroach. Other people like the, various phrases. After all I did for him, and whatnot. Yeah. Do you remember the moment that you laughed the hardest at during the Dabbleverse?
The moment that I laughed the hardest. That was Bob Levy doing Benny Loco as Wolfman Jack. It was like he just kept going in that old radio style with that, with that voice, and it was just he wouldn't stop, and it was damn fantastic.
Yeah. That's an awful good one. I think my favorite moment, I don't know, it's the moment I laughed the hardest, but I think way up there is the Bad Enough song and the video that accompanied it. The drool coming out of the mouth over and over again. But the cockroach is really good. If it was me, I would have said it was a tarantula or a black widow spider or kryptonite, something much worse and much less disgusting than a cockroach. But anyway, well, hey man, I really
Can we agree that the singing is the worst part?
Oh yeah, the singing is
Like
terrible.
John just singing all the time now is just, it's terrible.
Yeah, he stops down like he's Sinatra or somebody, and he's doing us a
Oh,
favor by giving us his rendition. Oh God, it's terrible, terrible. She's my cherry pie. I don't know the rest of it.
I don't.
Yeah, yeah. There's just too many good ones. Oh, I can tell you, probably my favorite moment. It'd be hard to top this. Is Joey? The cucumbers go bad. That's a question you ask.
Within 3 minutes,
Yeah, it's a
within
quick
3 minutes, it went from nice fresh cucumber to, yeah, it tasted kind of sour.
that. And do cucumbers go bad a question you ask before you eat 6 or 7 of them?
Well,
Yeah,
ideally.
yeah, ideally. Anyway, hey man, I'm gonna get to the chat room, or these people are gonna hang me an effigy or something. But I super appreciate you calling in, and I very much appreciate your support.
Of course, I'll do it again.
Call in anytime.
Thanks, bud.
Have a good one. That's the great James Moore helping me out, helping me through today's train wreck. Let's see here. The Dabble Jew says, "Hey there, tad late. That looks doctor. Let's see here. SG Fanboy. I graduated from Ball State, and all I got was this lousy green screen. Yeah, you got that right. It's the disappearing microphone. SJ was proven to have lied from an NYU response. I did hear that today on Who Are These Podcasts. They apparently got an email back. And I don't think universities, particularly the universities as prestigious as NYU, appreciate folks faking a degree from there. That ain't cool, man. SG Fanboy says the Tom Gully is a great bit. I just don't want people to think I had anything to do with it. Like I thought I was, well, the guy we're talking about. The Dabble Juice says, when Bob L hits, he hits. Yes, that's for sure. Let's see here. SG Fanboy, yes, the cockroach scaring, making John jump out of his skin is fantastic. Dabble Juice says, yes, bad enough is beyond classic until Guide My Underwear is pretty great. Karen Garvey said, Joey C spoke highly of you earlier tonight. Well, that is high praise indeed. And Joey and I are going to hook up and get together. Whether he can have me on his show whenever he wants. I ain't having him on my show till I get all this crap figured out. That's for damn sure. Oh boy. Joey C's the best. I'll get back to Joey C here in a second. The early onset alcoholic dementia for sure. Sad, but 100% seems that way. Because on Blunder Years today, even though he was a complete buffoon on Anthony Cumia's show, he was lucid. He was still all the terrible things that he is, but he was lucid. SG Fanboy says, as well he should. Yes. Now, Joey C, I was thinking about him tonight. And I was thinking about things about Joey C that I like. I like Joey C's personality. I like his viewpoint on things. I like his outlook on life. But the things about Joey C that I also like are he's unvarnished. He wears his heart on his sleeve, He doesn't filter things, He gives you a true, genuine, and real response. And I think people find that refreshing to the point of being irresistible. He is passionate about the things that he talks about and the things in his life. He openly shares them. And if you're on his side, he's on your side 100%. And if you're not, he don't want nothing to do with you. And I like that. He's not afraid to say what he thinks. How many people do you know in the world or in your life that are not afraid to say what they think? Not many. But Joey C, you're going to get that all day. Anyway, What else we got here for the last 11 minutes or so? Phone lines are open at 972-994-6822. Let's see here. Joey C. may be the most forgiving man I ever heard of. That was another thing I was thinking of. Given the fact that I am getting a little, I think a lot of the things that John's going through are well-deserved, but that doesn't mean I like to see another person in constant self-made grief and agony. I am happy that someone like Joey C. has befriended John. I'm a little bit less happy for Joey C. because it may not turn out well for him, but that's Joey C. He's not going to worry about that. He's going to trust somebody till they give him a reason not to trust him. And that's what makes him Joey C. What more can I say? SG Fanboy, the Tom Gully and Look Behind Me show would be great. Yeah, the Tom Gully. Jeez. Strangely enough, there's like a whole bunch of Tom Gullys in the world. One of them is here in DFW, and they take a lot of grief on my account because people try to contact them when they want to contact me, and they give them a stat. Can we put Frankenstein back up, please? I tell you, this, I got a little verklempt when I saw this. It's a beautiful thing. This thing, you know. By the way, the TomGullyShow.com/store or cafepress.com, the Tom Gully Show, sorry. That merchandise until I want to say the 16th or 17th is 40% off all across Cafe Press. So whatever's there, if you want some of it, it's 40% off. I get an email about it, thought I'd pass it along. You can contribute at paypal.me/Tom Gully Show. It's in the crawl. Or you can go to Patreon, $3 a month. That's patreon.com/The Tom Gully Show. And that's got some exclusive content. If you want to see me melt down worse than I do on this program, there's actually an 18-minute video of me traveling to and from a press appearance when the airlines were not particularly helpful. And there's a 45-minute one where, it's a trip to Los Angeles that I took. I went out there and talked to a big broadcasting company about, they wanted to distribute my podcast. And so I went out there. I appeared on a very, very popular show called Outlaw Radio and did some other things, stayed with a good friend, and took a train all the way back from LA to Dallas and stayed in one of those little roomettes. If you've never done that, I highly recommend it. It's awesome. I guess I could tell you a little bit about that weird, this is one of the big ones, big, giant, probably top radio companies in the United States. So I went to their little palatial headquarters on Wilshire Boulevard and went up to the meeting where 5 people in real trendy clothes started to tell me, and this is my podcast that's on the TomGullyShow.com. You can find a ton of them there. And they proceeded to tell me about all the things they liked about my podcast and how unique and fresh and amazing it was. And I said, well, thank you. I'd love to do it for you. And they said, what if you did this? And they had a dumb suggestion. And I went, well, everybody else does that. That's why I don't do it. What if you did this other thing? And the next 2 hours was basically them going, coming up with ideas that would ensure that the thing they liked and thought was amazing and unique would be completely obliterated. And so the end of the meeting was me saying, look, I got a podcast. If you make a really good suggestion, I will immediately take it. But if I'm just here to talk to you about doing the same thing everybody else is doing, I don't really want to do that. And then I got emailed for about the next 6 months, and then they stopped. So There you go. That's showbiz, kids. That's showbiz. That's the way it works. Got about 6 more minutes left in the extravaganza tonight. And no, that's just the way it worked out there. It's actually probably more interesting to see me outside that place. There was a line of food trucks, and I got one of the best gyros I ever had. But there's a whole bunch. I mean, I get approached by a homeless man in the train station. I just happened to have a huge pocket full of change and gave it all to him. I had to ask him, I guess, I think these are dollars. Are these dollars? Yes, please. And he sang some Bob Seger, I think. There was a dude in there that was playing guitar and singing blues songs, and I joined him, and it's pretty wild. But anyway, Patreon, $3 a month. There's also about an hour and a half interview with the dominatrix on there. I'll update that stuff. I have so much unpublished content that gets updated every week. So enjoy if you want. If not, it's okay. I don't. What are you gonna do? But perhaps you can get a Tom Gully Show shirt, or hold on, or clock. Sorry, clock for someone that you don't like. These clocks, $13, all plastic, but they look good. They look good. It looks good on you. If you're one of those people that can have a clock without numbers on it. A very important member of my family that maybe one of my parents was very skeptical about the clock because it didn't have numbers on it. Okay, Mom, give me a Sharpie. I'll put numbers on it for you. If that'll make you happy, Ma. I'm taking Frankenstein down. Now it's starting to get a little creepy. Let's see here. We got SG Fanboy who's always here. Love you, dude. Uncle Jack is here. I don't know if Dozer is watching, but Uncle Jack is here. Originally, I really didn't have, no pun intended, a dog in the fight between, Perry, Levy, and Dozer. But now, Uncle Jack's in here every night. Bob, I know he's an important man. I know he's a busy man. I know he probably has a very high threshold for entertainment, but he never been here once. I got to kind of pull for Dozer now. Uncle Jack says, oh, he is. Dozer is watching. Hey, boy. Hey, Dozer. Get him, boy. Get him. Tyler Schollenberger's here. He's out there in the Quad Cities. I'm not going to say it this time, but I'm going to say it the next time. Uncle Jack is smiling with his shades on. Bob won't remember, but I was on a streaming show that was a podcast with him once. It was, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. And, he was Bob Levy back then. Although I think at the time he was still doing 2 shows a night. Wink, wink. Anyway, about 3 minutes left. I think this is just about as good a place as any to close this out. I mean, I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate you showing up every night. Uncle Jack, Tyler Schollenberger, of course, James Moore calling in, SG Fanboy, Karen Garvey. It's almost like we can't even do a show without Karen Garvey, who has been kind enough to contribute on PayPal. That's a good way to contribute. And it's a kind of a hassle. You got to do a little more work and stuff. But man, oh man, I can't tell you. That warmed my heart when I saw that. The Dabble Jew, of course, the best kind. Love having you here. Let's see, who else do we have in the house now? Bog was here. Bog, the guy that make the AI Frankenstein thing. Paused Up Patriot, of course. Hugh G. Rection was here. I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say Hugh most of the time because I know you can edit it and cut the spaces out and make me say stupid things. You make me do such stupid things. What do you do? Like, make me do stupid things. I'm a dumb guy. Quit doing it. But we'll try to get all the computer nonsense ironed out. Let's see here. Bob's too busy with his frozen pipes to his pool. Hopefully he doesn't have those. I could help him with that. You got to blow those babies out right at the pump with an air compressor. And then you got to put some antifreeze in them. You got to seal them up with one of those twisty plug things. I used to be a pool service guy in college. Uncle Jack says, damn it. He says, I just got in. Awesome show tonight, says James. What's more? Thank you, James. You made it that way. Then Uncle Jack says, I'll rewatch the whole show. Having trouble sleeping, are you? Anyway, let's see here. I know everybody wants to get out to Uncle Phil's show. I'll probably... Oh, wait. Uncle Phil was pre-recorded. Didn't Uncle Phil do like a members-only pre-recorded thing? Can somebody tell me if... Well, it's 7. I don't want to take a chance. Well, I'll just look real quick here. It'll only take a second on my phone, the thing that works properly. Let's see here. Get rid of that. Go to this. Should pop up as being live on my phone if it's... Stop it. Just stop it. Yep, Stam. Let's see here. God, I might all these notifications on my phone. Uncle Jack's, Sulie Network, new subscriber, subscriptions. Let's see if Surviving the News. That's live right now, and it's the opening. So get out of here. Go see Uncle Phil. I'm going to end the show right now. Till next time, we will see you next time.